let me know if you can hear everything okay. I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit. It seems a little loud. Is the music okay? Are we good? Can you guys hear Monk? Yeah, unmute. You're good. Unmute, please. And hi, BJ.
I'm unmuted.
Yeah, I was like, I'm switching you. That means you
Or
can
not,
unmute.
BJ.
Yeah, hi, BJ. Hi, Lamenti.
Lamenti. Hola.
Okay, the music still is slightly loud. Okay, let me turn it down. Maybe. Is that better? I just missed rating you. Oh no, it's okay. Hi, Bunky. You gonna be
Hola,
lurking?
Bunky.
Love your face too. Thank you for the lurk. He just finished 10 minutes ago. Yeah, like honestly, it's difficult trying to get the kiddos to bed, so it's not easy. But yeah, it takes a little bit longer when it's just me trying to do that. Oh.
You rated in spirit.
Yeah. So if you hear kiddos in the background or I have to run away suddenly, that's why. But I doubt that I'll do that. But we'll see. We'll go with the flow. Hi, Jesus. Happy
Hola,
reveal day. Yeah, happy reveal day. Happy Halloween since we missed that. I want to see all of your costumes, but I might have to do that on a later stream since so we don't take away from reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Nicholas. Yeah, long time no see. Well, it's the no see since I'm hidden. But look, Monk's here too. See, I put his avatar in the corner.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I need to move you underneath stuff. The narwhals are, like, in the wrong spot. There. See? Now the narwhals can be on top of you. That sounded weird. Anyway, are you guys ready for a reveal stream? You guys ready to jump into this? I saw you on Saturday in person. It was so fun. Persona. I saw you in Persona. In Persona. I know. I still want to catch up, talk about Comic-Con and how it went, and the crazy ass story that I want to share. But so we'll do it in breaks. So I'm gonna do this. I got hit on by a movie star, and in between one of the reveals, I'll give you another hint. How about that? Do you want to play it this way? So feel free to put your guesses in on what movie star hit on me. Jesus, you were forbidden. Monk, you were also forbidden. It's true.
I'm always forbidden.
It's true. Yes. Wait, a movie star? Yes, I got hit on by a movie star. But like I said, you can make the guesses, and then I'll give you a hint on one of the breaks. Was it Nicolas Cage? I like that. That's funny, Bunky. I like that guess. I don't know if I would be excited or terrified by that, though.
I guess it depends if it's which Nicolas Cage we're talking about.
I know, I was thinking like, what's the future one that he was in where he was all like insane and he had this really bad haircut? I don't know, he has some pretty bad haircuts in a lot of his films. Was it National Treasure? He had really bad haircut too.
Oh, that's not fair.
What? What do you mean?
Because the National Treasure, like, he's like in his 50s by then.
Oh, fine. Did anyone see the Nicolas Cage movie that parodies and what is FNAF? No. Five Nights at Freddy's, Nicolas Cage. Oh, weird. He's a very odd dude, but interesting. Plucky, what are you saying? That somebody has to be really odd to hit on me? Well, then you're gonna love the answer. Anyway, are you guys ready to jump into this? Oh my gosh, Rockhold! Thank you for your resub, tier 2, 10 months, man. Thank you so much for that, Rockhold. Did you get a sub, baby? Rockhold? I don't think I drew you one. Next time we have a non-reveal stream, please hit me up and I would love to draw you one. Okay,
I'll
yeah.
remind you.
Yeah, Monk, remind me. Rockhold, remind me. So, next stream that you see me. Alright, are you guys ready to jump into these? And then, like I said, during, probably after 2, I'll do that. I'll do 3. We'll look at 3 reveals and then I'll give you a hint on the movie star thing, just to keep things spicy. Interesting. Alright, not that we need that. But I just really want to tell you guys, but, reveal. Yes. Okay. So let's jump into what's going on with this reveal. A lot of you guys submitted Spanish. I want to say thank you, but I'm also very angry. Because you guys know I struggled with reading, and now there's gonna be Spanish. And I feel like I should throw Monk under the bus and make him read the Spanish. What do you say, Monk? Are you gonna read the Spanish? Are you good at reading Spanish? Are you ignoring me? Uh-oh.
I'm not good at reading.
You're not good at reading?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready to jump into the first one. The first one is spiders. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, what? Okay, so this one is spiders, and it is the... I'm gonna mess this up. Venturas. Ventura. Do you have this open, Monk, so you can help me? Are you leaving me to do this all by myself? Spider says, bit of mild gore, but fitting for the spooky month. Nothing like the bloody covered waifu, right? The translation should be accurate. Okay, so let's translate this. I'm not gonna have Monk read this time, because there's actually several people that entered Spanish. I feel like this is becoming the inside joke. That like whatever myth we have, whatever myth is going to have. Okay.
And Spider totally started it.
Yeah, he did. He started it, and like there's several submissions in Spanish, and I'm like, what have you done to me, guys? What are you doing to me? Okay, so this is the translation. I know you are busy, man, crossing the world. I need your help. My ranch workers and I have captured a rather particular creature. She is a bit smart, but still like an animal. A strange mix of dog and lizard. My grandmother says it is a chupacabra, but I thought it was a myth. I know you said you were a scientist studying animals, so could you help? We keep losing livestock, so we installed a rope trap and camera. I will include the photo that was taken. I also made a copy for myself. I was tempted to kill her, but I need to know more about these things so I can defend my goats from them. Can it also be unique, or is it worth it? She was looking at me when I spoke about her, as she understood. She even looked at me like she was curious. I swear the girl smiled at me. Anyway, I have the wine you sent. My love preferred to drink a lot. Thank you. Send a letter soon. We'll keep it alive for now. A few goats we give the girl until the letter arrives will be better than half my goats every 2 weeks. Your nephew, Rich. Now, he translated this whole thing into Spanish. So like this is definitely the first time that I've read this. And I think it was like Ricardo. But yeah, like CK Eris un hombre or yeah, never mind. Thank you, Jesus, for taking care of that bot. Oh no. I don't know how to read that, Jesus. She's great. Love. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, instead of reading chat, I'm gonna jump into talking about this beautiful creature here. I really love this particular pose that you chose for her. It's really playful. You captured the anatomy like very, very well. I love how you drew her legs even. Like, I know that like in the past you had some issues with like drawing the more animal legs. Like this one, like you pulled it off so well. It's definitely a mix between animal and like humanoid. It's just gorgeous. Again, the pose though, like she's got this like her hands thrown back. She's obviously really enjoying eating this goat. We have a rib cage underneath her arm there. We've got a leg in a bush. We got the leg next to her. It looks like she's almost rolling in the pile. I mean, in the puddle of blood. Was that an eyeball? That is an eyeball below the leg. This is just a really cool piece. Actually, I gotta say, this is probably my favorite piece. I hesitate because I still really like your whale. Am I forgetting how to say it?
Bake Kajira.
Yeah, the Bake Kajira. But yes, this is gorgeous. I'm just really liking her face, her anatomy. It's so cool and playful, and just the perspective. I wouldn't have thought to do that particular perspective, and it just works really well in this piece. So, yeah, and I really enjoy your storytelling as well. I like that there's a story with each one, and they tend to be letter-esque, and you pulled off another beautiful waifu, in my opinion. And Monk, do you have anything to say?
Mm-hmm. I like that she has heterochromia, 2 different color eyes. And I also like I agree that the anatomy is done really well, but the angle of the legs, the way the knees are foreshortened, I like the execution. You're clearly developing a really good sense of perspective, and it's one thing if it's like if it was just drawn that way without any indication of the shape, but the stripes that you added to the thighs to assist the eye in understanding the shape of the leg shows a really good understanding of how to express dimension to the onlooker. So I just really love the leveling up that I see here. You're just very consistently improving, and to see that means a lot to me. I love seeing people consistently grow.
And I love that he's so dedicated to making a waifu piece, because it's so challenging, and he's definitely meeting that challenge and excelling. Okay, let's
I refuse not to draw a waifu.
I know, he said that, right? He's like, how am I gonna do this? And this is awesome. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna start going to chat. I love that. Punky says, I love the pose on this one. It turned out so great. Spider has really upped his contrast game, and I love it. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely poppin'. Muy caliente Spider. She's great. Wow, did I read that right? Love the anatomy. A goat skull and the pose is really fun. bien. Muy bien. Let's see. And that was from Jesus. Alright, so I think that's all for the comments. We just still have people rolling in. Can we get a shout out for Spider? And guys, go follow Spider. Spider does art streams and he plays a lot of Dead by Daylight and things like that. And maybe one of these days he'll grace us with some merch. I believe that he might have a red bubble. I think he did like a few years back. I don't know if he's updated it. But yeah, guys, definitely go check out Spider's work. Alright, so, let's get on to the next one, shall we? And hi Kitty Neo, welcome in. Wanted to say hi. And hi Toast. Bravo, Dead. I know, I was like, wow, I actually read that right. Can you believe that I've taken 22 weeks in Spanish and I can't speak Spanish at all? I can only say, no habla español, and then I piss people off when I say that, because they're like, you just spoke it. I'm like, oh.
Well, I lived in Japan for 3 years, and I forgot everything, or almost everything, other than the one phrase that I remember solidly is, Nihongo koto wa nan desu ka?
Well, Mark learned
It's kind of
Japanese
embarrassing what that means.
What does that mean?
It means, how do you say that in Japanese?
Oh, that's not embarrassing. No, learn Japanese with me. That's something that I've tried to learn, and I didn't have anyone I could speak to, so I lost it. So, let's learn it! Alright, we can learn it as a community. Alright, let's get to the next one. The next one is, Nin's. Which Nin was really excited that the Chupacabra came back because he was super upset that people voted it down. What was it, last year? So it took about a year for it to come back in. But I think that's why it won. He had just rated. He had his pulling at the heartstrings. Okay, so this is an ink wash. And of course, he has put everything in Spanish. So I have to get another translator. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put it in the translator.
This is beautiful.
Okay, so the title is Fishing the Chupacabra. So, this was actually in Spanish as well, the title was, so that's why I had to look at that. It says, in 1975, and Mocha, the farm animals woke up dead with their blood completely drained. The people of Mocha believed that this was a result of a vampire. It wasn't until 1995 that you attacked it's weird in translation. That you attacked animals was declared an animal that has never been seen, the Chupacabra. Yeah, I remember the 1990s is when all this happened, that's funny. This piece was made with Indian ink and somewhat watercolor for the red. I do like that you put that bit of information in there, Nin. I didn't actually realize that in the 1975s that they thought it was a vampire. I learned something from this piece. And I also love that it was in Spanish, even though the translation was a little rough. If people didn't know, Nin is actually bilingual. He can speak Spanish and English. So I really love seeing that he submitted this in Spanish. But yeah, let's look at the piece. I really like that this one reminds me so much of like the Mothman myth that you put in. This feels like a scene from a horror film. I almost feel like we are shining a light on this creature in the middle of night, and we're capturing it sucking the blood out of this goat that's being attacked. Definitely movie-esque. And just because of that, like, I love the perspective that you've created, the sense of horror. Like, we have like this creature looking back at the light, like, what the hell is going on? So I mean, it definitely has that film-esque feel, and I love that. I also love like how you have like the dark kind of creeping in. When you do these ink washes, you can do some beautiful things with these backgrounds, and you're kind of like pulling the pulling the eye to where you want to look. I like that you went with the lizard version of the creature. That was what they thought it looked like in the beginning before they thought it was the more dog-like creature, so I like that you went with that one. But yeah, the way that you did the blood and everything, it works really well. I love seeing like the little details within the the traditional work, where you can see like little gradients of the red in the eye. It's really cool. Like, so when I look at the full image of it, it just is beautiful because you almost got these oranges inside there. And then the blood almost looks like it's bubbling up. So I really like the mixed media that you did here. So this is absolutely beautiful work. Yeah, and I'm gonna let Monk take over.
I would not piss off this creature. I always love looking at Nin's work. It's always really interesting, and I love in this one the sense of motion that there is. I feel like the individual holding the flashlight, I can get this sense that they are about to run away. Like, I feel this motion of like getting away from this thing. And I can't remember the proper term for it, but there's a term for when the color scheme is grayscale and then you throw just one color in there. I've seen a lot of people do this, and it's not easy to pull off well, and you definitely pull it off well. I like this grayscale with just this red. It's perfect for Halloween, and it's perfect for this piece.
I always called it a grayscale monochromatic, was split with an accent color, but I don't know if that's the actual proper term. Maybe someone in chat that knows, maybe you can throw it out there. Go ahead, Monk. I just wanted to add that.
No worries. And it's very difficult to pull off how bright the brightness is there. How bright the light is, or the white is. So good job on that too. And that's all. I could talk about it forever, but that's all I have for now.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell like you spent a lot of time on putting in the details and everything. I'm really liking the texture on the skin. Yeah, I can tell that you really put some thought into this, and definitely great work. Guys, go and check out Nin. The shoutouts in the chat, definitely go and check out his stream. He does traditional, digital, and video games on his stream. And we need to see if he's got a red bubble. One of these times he comes in, we need to harass him for that. Guys, definitely promote those types of links when your stuff is up, so people know where to find your art if they want to support you that way. But yeah, let's see what chat has to say.
All right, let's see. I think it goes up as far as that was Spider, and then right here, I think Punky is the first one. Mm-hmm. Holy moly, the lighting on this is amazing. The perspective angle is spot on, and the coat looks proper terrified and in pain. Phenomenal work, Nin. I agree. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Jesus says, this is pretty terrifying. Great use of the flashlight. Love the lighting. yeah, I can tell that a lot of people are gonna love this flashlight. Um, Toast says, I love the way the flashlight is used. Rockhold, I really like this. Thank you for the shout out to Nins. Common Boy, hello. uh, and Toast added, the shadows on the ground are phenomenal. It gives texture to the ground that brings more like to this. Yeah. But yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah, welcome in, Common Boy. Yeah, so let's go ahead and move to the next one if you guys are ready. But yeah, definitely go and check out Nin's work, more of his stuff. The next person that we're gonna be looking at is Lemity Freshes. You guys ready for this? Okay, so this one is Lemity Fresh. And this one is called the Chupacabra. Or the Chupacabra. Sorry. Chupacabra. You tricked me. Lemity. That is a Chupacabra. The capybara, right? The biggest rodent? Is that what it is? Thank you. I was like, wait, you tricked me. He says, I decided to do, or sorry, they said, I decided to do a, sorry, now I can't say it, Kabara, Chupacabra hybrid. I thought it would be funny to see monstrous Kabara come to life, since they are very peaceful and docile creatures. I suppose one must have wandered north and gained a taste for goat blood. What? Opa! What is that? Opa? I tried out a few new brushes on this one, still learning Autodesk Sketchbook. And yeah, guys, check out, let's see, I'm gonna copy this before I forget. Check out Lemity's artwork on, right there on Colligators. We can do an official shout out, guys, if you wanna do that as well. But yeah, let's jump into looking at this thing. I have to say that I like that you went with a comical with this one. I mean, we've got blood everywhere, so it's still kind of evil, but it's got that comical feel because it, you know, it's a you know, Kabara. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, guys. I know what I'm saying. They're big rodents. They're big guinea pigs. They're like huge. But yes, I like that you went comical.
I like to call them small bears.
Small bears. They look like guinea pigs. No. But I must say my favorite part about this piece is his teeth. Like, I really love that his teeth aren't all symmetrical and like some are broken off. I like the dirtiness and the rawness of these teeth. Super cool. I also like that he's breaking that fourth wall and looking straight at us. It's kind of creepy, man. But you kind of brought that like shadowy kind of texture around the eye to kind of suck us in. So I just can't stop looking at it in the eye once I start. I'm worried, guys. It's sucking me in. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this character. I love how it's like hunched over in this position. It still has that like kind of like innocent type feel to it, but you know it's menacing because it's covered in blood. I like that you're trying new techniques with this, with the brushes. Fur is not easy at all, so I love that you are tackling fur. And yeah, each time we do fur, we just get better and better and better. So I can't wait to see you do more fur. So great job on pushing to challenge yourself. I love seeing people push themselves out of their comfort zones, and that's why I say new brushes, fur, all of this. This is good stuff. So yeah, I just love the teeth. I'm just sucked in by its face in general. Really cool piece. Can I has pets? Says Monk. Monk, go ahead and add to this.
I love it. I love that you did a background. I'm always going to love when people tackle backgrounds. The clearly this cute little guy just really loves Kool-Aid. That's not blood. There's no way that's blood. But definitely I don't know, I just really like how I really like the shape of this creature. I'm just kind of it reminds me of like a gargoyle stance. I remember I used to be a huge fan of Nickelodeon's Gargoyles, and this is what it's kind of reminding me of. Very good job.
Alright, and Lamenti, if you have any links that you want to share, like as far as like a Redbubble or somewhere where we can see more of your art, go ahead and drop those social links and like, yeah, anything in there. Okay, so let's see what everybody has to say. Okay, so I think that we have Toast. Is that the first person, or was that for someone else?
Yeah, I think Toast.
Okay. I hope I'm not reading this for the wrong person. Toast says, the shadows on the ground are phenomenal. It gives texture to the ground that breaks. Okay, so no, that was first, then. Alright, so that's not the beginning of it. I'm so sorry. It was Jesus. Jesus says, now, do you want Caligator to be shouted out too? Yeah, go ahead and shout out, Caligator, because that's where, Lamenti does their art streams right now. Like, they're kind of, like, doing a co-stream thing. Well, not a co-stream thing, like a shared stream. Let's see. Opie, yeah, sorry. Opie is a Midwestern saying. Okay. I keep saying it wrong. Excuse me, or when you bump into things. Oh, I didn't know that. Punky says, okay, this is super cute and incredibly creepy at the same time. And I love the juxtaposition of the themes. The claws and teeth are my favorite part. I know those teeth, right? It's freaking teeth. So that there's Lamenti's Instagram. Lamenti, you have so many names. But I'm glad that we're able to share them. Let's see. Danger, cuteness, must pet, says Toast. Jesus says, look at that whittle bloodsucker. So cute. Really, it's terrifying as well. I love the pose and fur work. Background is amazing too, says Jesus. Yeah, there's the monk saying, I can has pets. God, backgrounds are so hard though. Yeah, but you're challenging yourself by doing them, and you just get better, like, every time you do it. Like, just keep doing it. I'm so happy to see people just push out of their comfort zones.
For me, it adds so much context. Like, I understand, like, the story better sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not required to tell a good story, but just for me, I enjoy having that sense of wandering around. And you did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that there's depth, you know? I can tell that there's mountains and whatnot. And I like the creative position you chose for your signature up on the mountains up there.
Yeah, and backgrounds aren't easy. As a character artist, I have to say, like, I do not like backgrounds, but, like, I know that I get better every time, and a lot of people are just more one or the other, and then they just kind of push into that other realm, and we get it, we get it.
I practiced, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was just saying that, like, I practiced backgrounds for 25 years just to get to a point where I'm moderately satisfied with my backgrounds. So, they're not easy, for sure.
And I was just gonna say that, Toast says that it's a cherry icy, like a slushy. I agree. Yeah, definitely. It makes me want a cherry slushy right now. No, we haven't done yours yet. Becca, you're good, you're good. And welcome in, Becca. Let's see, and Limity says, I was really aimless in college and I did... What is that? Clean air painting? What is that? Basically just sitting outside on location painting and drawing for hours? But by the time I got done with a character or something, I just don't have the energy for background sometimes. No, I get it. And I feel that way too, and then I usually force myself and push myself, and I get better and faster at backgrounds too. Chain Sane! Thank you so much for subscribing, and hello. Oh, you got the gift from Monk. Well, thank you for subscribing. Let's see. Thank you for coming in and saying hey. Alright, let's give you guys the hint before we get to the next one. To make things spicy. Okay, so at the Comic-Con, I was hit on by a cast member from Pirates of the Caribbean, and he is a well-known actor in it. That is your hint, okay? And then we should move to the next one, right? I got hit by the Kraken. Bill Nye? Bill Nye's not in... is not in Pirates of the Caribbean. Keith Richards? What? Orlando Bloom? Well, at least he's in Pirates of the Caribbean. At least you're getting closer. You guys.
Bill Nye is in every movie, though.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. You just have to look really hard.
Davy Jones, like, a cast member, a cast member. What was it? The pet Chupa? What the what? Oh, the monkey? Was it the Black Pearl? Okay, now you guys, the Kraken, you guys. Not even guessing. All right. Well, you have three entries, and then maybe you have some real guesses. Look up the cast members. All right. Let's move to the next one. The next one is monks.
Oh no. Oh god.
Are you going to read it?
Oh, I guess I can. Okay. I feel really bad.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. You're up.
Huzzah. Let me open it up. Oh, okay. The title is Line Articabra. I haven't done a line art in a long time, and so I wanted to get my practice back in for Halloween. Because my line art, I tend to try to make it spoopy. I had that's actually written in there.
Yeah, I see that.
I had the mucho funds. That was my attempt at Spanish. Going back to my roots, maybe I will do more line art when I get daggone time to do so. Huzzah, huzzee, huzzidly zoo.
And he actually wrote all of that.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try to copy this. You go follow Monk in all of the spots. So I'm gonna copy, paste this in here. Yeah, go follow him in all of the spots. So with this piece, the one thing I kind of told you already that I really liked about this piece, like I really liked the way that you drew the anatomy of the fingers and the hands. One thing that you had told me when I had said that was that like he uses his hands to suck the blood, and that's why you had like the forearms drawn that way too. I thought that was a really cool concept, and I really enjoyed that you did something different, and that you kind of made this creature kind of like your own, especially since like, you know, most of them they just draw fangs on them, and so I like that you went a different direction with yours. I also really love like the finger positions like inside the skull. Like I like that you chose to do that. Like you have the thumb coming through the eye hole and then it's holding the back of it. I thought that was a really cool design choice, and it just kind of adds to the kind of like the beauty of this piece. I also like that the creature kind of has like a chihuahua type look, and I'm sorry if that wasn't what you were going for. But it's cute. Like, I really...
It was exactly what I was going for.
Okay, so it looks like a chihuahua to me, and I think it's darn cute. You look at those little shiny, beady eyes. It looks like it could attack at any moment, just like a chihuahua. I don't know if anyone's had the same experience as me with chihuahuas, but man, those things are cute, but mean as hell. So, definitely fits that. I also thought of, like, Mewtwo. Mewtwo's the big, like, powerful Pokemon, right? He kind of has a little bit of those vibes. I also like how you, like, made him wrinkly everywhere. Like, it just looks like his skin is just hanging on him. And
yeah.
I feel like if
my concept for that was that, he fills up and bloats with blood.
Oh, because I was thinking, like, hairless cat. You ever see those hairless cats and you just see the weird folds everywhere? So I just felt like you could see the hairlessness. Like you could see that this creature is furless, hairless. Just even though like this is black and white, you could definitely tell that there's no fur on this creature. But yeah, like I also like that you chose to do like a two-legged creature with this. So, and again, the light choices, like I was talking to you about how this looks like a lamp, like a, not a lamp, but a street light in the background. And then you kind of have like snow. So I always like what you do with your backgrounds. Even if it's minor, it carries a lot of weight. So again, really cool piece, and it kind of like shows to me that like I don't need an overcomplicated background to give a character placement. Like right now I feel like this might be in the middle of like Central Park or something like that, because we have like this grassy type area and then we have a street light. So like I'm thinking like in a urban but like area where there is foliage. So that's why I said like Central Park or somewhere like that. And I don't know if you had a place in mind, but it's just you have very few elements, but then you have created a space for your character very easily.
Yeah, I was just desperate for an excuse not to do better shading than I did. So I wanted to make a really bright light source that made the majority of that section give me an excuse to make it mostly white.
Well, I think it works. I mean, you have like a well-rounded character. If you didn't have that street light, I think that we would be unsure of where this creature is. So like that small element kind of gives it that urban feel, and modern urban feel on top of that. But yeah. Good choices. And I enjoy this piece, even though like you said that, you know, you felt like you needed more time. This feels and looks like a completed piece to me. And I know you didn't say that just now, but I know you had mentioned that on your stream.
Yeah. like if you look at the broken horn, like I completely forgot to shave that area, but like that's not what this is about. Anyways, moving on.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even notice. You know, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
We're so hypercritical as artists, and like I didn't even notice that. I didn't at all until you pointed that out. Now I can see it. But yeah, we're so hypercritical. But yeah, let's go to chat and see what people say. So it says this reminds me of Beerus. Who's that? Beerus. Am I saying that right?
Probably.
Beerus?
I have no idea.
But that's probably because he was based on a hairless cat. Oh, okay. So there's a cat. Am I saying that right then? So there's a hairless cat named Beerus. Jesus says, "Oh wow, this is beautiful and cute too. Very alien-like, and your space-like background are so haunting yet peaceful at the same time." Ziddly indeed. I don't know if I read that right, but okay. Toast said, still this has an eerily alien look. True. Like this creature definitely did not evolve on this planet. Punky says, I love the line work on this monk. Also, the shading is just right to give him depth, and the details on the horns is so good. Jesus says, yo, Kiro Taco Bell. I don't know if goats are on the menu, but okay. You never know what that meat is. I'm just saying. Nicholas says, there are more powerful Pokemon than Mewtwo. There are ones who control space and time. Yeah. Yeah, but still, it's the most powerful one in my mind because, like, I used to live in the 90s and Mewtwo was the shit in the 90s, okay? And then they came out with more powerful ones. Like, he used to be the mind-controlling, most badass one, but apparently he isn't anymore. But I still live in the past. Jesus says, I thought... What is that? Sphinx cats,
yeah.
too? Yeah. Good eye. Goat tacos. Mewtwo rules. I bought a Perler bead Mewtwo at the con. Oh, nice! Nice. See, Mewtwo's the badass. See, and it reminds us of Mewtwo, so I think that's a good thing.
I wanted to go so much further with this, but maybe I'll finish it. It is a whip after all.
Okay, so the next one is mine.
Yay!
I forgot to write something, so I'm just gonna talk about my piece instead. I'm sorry guys, I forgot to write something.
Oh, dare.
I know. So the title is Chupacabra. This is an art piece by me, and I really wanted to go for something that like had a medieval, old-timey type feel. Like I wanted it to look like something that was not like when you open a book and it talks about mythical creatures, like this would be something you would see like an action scene talking about the Chupacabra. I don't know, like I wanted something that kind of had that vibe. I don't know if I necessarily pulled it off, but I think I got close. I wanted it to have like a very big contrast between the Chupacabra, which is this dirty, mangy looking thing, and then this goat that's clean and, you know, obviously upset that his butt is about to be bitten. I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this piece. I wanted like this elegant type, fawn-like creature with the goat, so I kind of elongated some of its features to make it look more deer-like, because I wanted it to have that more, you know, exotic. I wanted it to be like more exotic looking, and then with the Chupacabra, like I tried to like emphasize like that it's mangy, and then it, like its bones are showing, and that like it's very dark in contrast, anatomy wise. So like I didn't just try to do it in color, like I tried to do it like using like elegance versus like darkness, like seeing those bones, like seeing like the anatomy underneath the skin. I also, with this piece, like I wanted to like talk about like how back in the 90s, I thought the Chupacabra was real, because in the 90s I was a kid watching the news, and I'll probably make a TikTok around this lines about like not believing what you hear on TV as truth, even if it's coming from the news, because man, they were all about covering this, talking about the Chupacabra eating goats, and I remember being terrified that I was gonna walk outside and be eaten by a Chupacabra. That's how like covered it was on the news, and then to come find out later that it didn't even exist, and it was a mangy coyote. Like it was a coyote with mange, and I thought it looked like a dog that looked sick, and I remember thinking that as a kid. And then me realizing that I couldn't trust the news, that the news was gonna lie to me. So I'm probably gonna make a TikTok on that subject. So yeah, I'm done talking about it. I'm sorry.
Huzzah! I I love that you also have tackled the background. I know you don't like doing backgrounds, and correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know.
I don't.
But I know that it's not something that is your go-to. So I like that you did. Because originally I don't think you were planning on it at all, were you?
No, I wasn't. But then I kind of felt like it needed one, because it is like they were just hanging out.
Yeah. And like it just, I don't know. I think that backgrounds just naturally complement like the whole story over here. Like you might have, I don't know if you did it subconsciously or if you did it consciously, but like the shape of the tree behind the goat's head, it like accentuates the curvature of his horns and the head,
Yeah.
And so it helps encapsulate that area, and it can help add more in general. I don't know, because it's so easy to overdo a background, but I don't think that you overdid a background here. And I definitely like the way that this Chupacabra looks. I'm terrified for the goat's butt. That poor goat butt. I'm so sorry, goat butt. Really, really well done.
Thank you. And if you want to read chat, because it's always awkward if I do it myself. Oh no, did I read chat for you? I did, right? I did, right? Yes. Yes, I did. And I started panicking. I'm sorry.
Toast says, I hope you all have a great night.
Night, Toast.
Good night, Toast. And then Zeus says, I hate avoiding your myths creations during stream, but the surprise is so worth it. Oh yeah, I agree. This has so much motion, especially the background, which adds so much chaos to the Chupacabra attacking the goat. Awesome job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I definitely agree, because like with the way the background helps add a curvature, like, because if you look at it, especially from a distance, it creates this like little bit of a bubble around the goat, and so there's like this, it helps create that motion. You can very easily tell that which direction they're going. They're tumbling towards the right. Punky says the Chupacabra's pose on this is fantastic. Dad! Also, I do love the contrast between the two of them, and it really feels like the goat is almost being sacrificed. The background is just right, too. Keeps the focus on the action. Such a good job!
Oh my gosh. Well, other than Monk completely slaughtering that, thank you so much, Funky.
I read it the way it was written. Excuse me. Moment of silence for the goat butt. Yep. Lamenti says, I love how this one turned out, and totally feel the Middle Ages Illuminator style pose.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The color of the background behind the trees looks like moldy tapestry / scroll paper.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
I'm glad. Nan!
Ooh! Welcome in.
I worry
And we
that's
just
how
finished reading
I
the
actually
comments.
sound. Oh no. That is not how you actually sound.
Welcome in, Nin and Rachel. Perfect timing.
Yeah, we saw yours, Nin. Can we get a shout out for Nin? We are currently looking at the monthly myth reveal. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Dead, and I am here with Monk as well, just Monk. And we are looking at the submissions for this month. We are doing the Chupacabra. We looked at Nin's. He was the second one to enter, so we looked at Nin's. It was awesome, Nin. He did a traditional piece with ink wash. Ignore what? What are we ignoring? Ignore. Oh! Yeah, I updated everything but that. Jesus. I updated everything but that command. Way to call me out. I'm kidding. Oh man, I'm so excited. My hands are working again. I can't wait to jump back onto this. Yay! Yeah, well, you've been doing some amazing work, Nin. No kidding with that, with the traditional work. Like, I'm loving seeing your watercolors and your ink washes. Just keep it up. Like, in half of, like, what was it, last one? I couldn't tell if it was digital or traditional. Like, great work. But yeah. Guys, go check out Nin. Nin, if you're still around after we're done looking at the reveal stuff, please definitely share what you're working on stream. I'm just gonna move to the next one so we can keep going. We only had about 8 submissions, so we're a good way through. Yeah. So this next one...
Also,
go ahead.
Dead was hit on by a movie star.
Yeah, but it's not... Oh yeah, so yeah, we're doing this. The first hint was I was hit on by a movie star was at the Denver Comic-Con. The second hint was that he is a cast member, a well-known cast member of Pirates of the Caribbean. And after this next reveal, I will tell you who. But get ready with your guesses. Your real guesses. It wasn't the Black Pearl. It wasn't Davy Jones.
It was definitely the Kraken.
It was not the monkey. It was not Kraken. Come on, guys. Real jokes here. I mean, real jokes. You got real jokes. I mean, real guesses. The Kraken. That is not a real... It wasn't Keith Richards. Stop. You guys. Okay, let's move on to the next one, and you'll find out after Blends. Because Blend is next. Okay, so this one is Blend's submission. And she has named this Chippa Wolf. Not gonna lie, this one creeped me out a bit. I had no idea what direction I wanted to take this month's myth. It wasn't until I started looking at animal skulls for inspiration that I finally found where exactly I wanted to go with it. Much like last month's Quetzalcoatl, I decided to incorporate some of the culture on which the myth was from or originated. From what I have found, there was an indigenous tribe in Puerto Rico that had countless stories of the goat killer. The red mask, necklace, and bow are all based off of this tribe culture and heritage. I'm loving digital art so far. I forgot to do a time lapse of this one, but I did manage to make it a much bigger size. Yay! Thanks again for the challenge and the chance to grow as an artist. Aw, Plant! Mug, did you want to start? Since I've started all the other ones. Or did I lose you? I'll call you out in your spot. Never mind, I'll go first. Sorry.
Sorry, I've been muting when you talk. That way,
Okay, yeah. Did you want to go
but,
first?
I'll go. Here we go. Let me open it up. The very first thing is I love the very saturated colors. I think that the just the way you do digital art is so fun. In terms of like color play, I really love sparkly, bright, glowy effects in digital art. It's one of the biggest things that lures me to digital art is the way that lighting effects can be done. The other thing I really like about this is that the skull that's floating is it has fur and stuff, like that it still has ears, like it's part living and part dead still. And I also like that it's slightly off center, because it just I don't know, it's a really good choice not to go dead center, you know. It's just more comforting in a way. There's a whole psychology behind that, not making everything centered. And my very last thing is I really appreciate and respect that with this myth and the last myth, the research you have done into the myths culturally and your implementation in representing the cultural parts of each myth in the art pieces. I really find that fascinating.
Well, yeah, so I would love to add to that. I have to say that the cultural aspect is definitely paying off. With this piece, as well as the Quetzalcoatl, like, it just brings a depth to your pieces that feel storytelling-esque. Like, it feels like this is a scene from a comic or something like that, and it felt like that character, like I told you, I wanted the Quetzalcoatl to be my friend. Like, I don't want this guy to be my friend, but I feel like he's got a backstory of some sort. And it's just like bringing in the depth into your artwork, just it pays off so much. So I'm so glad that you're researching like the cultural stuff and that you're bringing that into there, because it's beautiful. I love the bowl, the necklace on the ground there. It adds so much depth to this piece. Like, if that wasn't there, it would feel like something was missing. So great choice in elements. I also have to add that something weird, I know it's not a huge thing, but the left side of this creature, like, I'm obsessed with. I love how you pulled the ear like at a curve, and then you angled the outside of the ear. I'm really crazy about like the way things like flow into something and then having an angular part in a flow. So you have a flow upward and then you have like the angle when you come back down with your eyes. It's very appeasing to my eye. I don't know if it's like that for anyone else, but just like the whole left side of this skull has very beautiful angles with the fur even. Like you kind of like have the fur kind of poking out and then coming back, so we have like this nice flow of our eye. I'm not saying that it isn't the same way on the right side, but I say that the right side is slightly different. We have a little less angles, and that's why I'm kind of drawn more to the left side, but they're just different angles. So it still has that very beautiful angular look. Very, very beautiful piece, and like Mug was saying, like having the asymmetricity, sorry, why am I saying that weird? Asymmetric things are beautiful. I actually prefer asymmetry, but you know, sometimes, you know, you bring in symmetry in some spots and then don't in others. This is a very beautiful piece because of your asymmetry, but then you have like the symmetry with the teeth. I actually love those fangs. I love that they are obviously fangs. They're not a wolf skull tooth, so I love that you did with that, you know, what you did with that. Also, very cool light effects. I know that Monk absolutely loves lighting, as he was saying. But yeah, this is pulled off perfectly. I love that you have some like light bouncing off the eye ridges up there, and you're like thinking about, okay, would the glow, you know, show on certain parts of the skull and the ears, because you have like little glows like here and there, like throughout the fur. So I love that you're trying to think of this as actual light source, where you have it like on the top of the necklace of the bowl too. So like just on the skull, great job, and just keep it up. You're doing beautiful work digitally, and I'm seeing you grow so much as an artist in a very short time. Yeah. I guess let's move to chat and see what chat has to say. Okay, so Kitty Neo says, ooh, this is really freaking cool. I don't know what's happening, my phone's blowing up, let me turn it off. Let's see, Kitty Neo says, ooh, this is really freaking cool. Rebecca says, I love this piece. Guys, go check out Blend's Instagram. Also, she is on TikTok, and she does art on TikTok. So definitely go follow her in that spot. She also has a Redbubble. She sells, I just got a mug. I just got the Quetzalcoatl mug. I can't wait to show that baby off one of these streams. Yeah, so definitely go and support her in all those places. Punky says, the colors on this are fantastic. I really like the dark red around the eyes and the neon green swirls. A great complementary scheme that you managed to keep out of the Christmas, colors territory. I didn't even think about that. No, they're complementary, but yeah, we don't feel Christmas at all. The teeth and the glowing eyes are fantastic, and the rim lighting on the horns of the goats are chef's kiss. Thank you, that's what I was looking for, is that rim lighting. Yes. I was trying to think of the word, and I was like, I can't think of it. Weezu says, this is incredible. The green flows so well, like a figure eight, and the overall skull structure is so cool. I need this on a shirt, hoodie, / whatever. And I'm glad that you got a bigger file size so we can get bigger stuff. I'm so excited. So pretty, but don't be my friend. Yeah. Don't be my
This would actually look really awesome on a t-shirt.
It would, because it has like, it's not gonna be cut off anywhere. You've got like the nice like ground. Yeah, we'll have to push her to, I don't mean push her, I mean hint hint hint. Redbubble makes t-shirts too, don't they? Make that available. Okay, so we are at the end.
You forgot to yell Punky's words here though.
Oh, rude! I'm so rude. I didn't yell those words. Fantastic! But yeah, so we're at the end of Blends, so I will tell you guys who the person was. So I'm gonna pull up the cast real quick to show you. Hey guys, do I have guesses? Do I have guesses before I show you? I wonder if is nobody gonna guess? I am
It's clearly the Kraken.
D, right?
Funky is guessing Jeffrey Rush. Kitty Neo is guessing the cheese.
The cheese.
Mm-hmm. And Nicholas still thinks it's Orlando Bloom.
Okay. So I'm trying to pull him up. Let's see.
Johnny Depp. Hola, Sean Cartwright. For me, it is going well.
Okay, you guys ready? I guess nobody.
Keira Knightley. There were a bunch of guesses. You didn't hear me naming off all of the guesses.
I got it again. Okay, you guys ready? I'm gonna drag it over here. Okay, I guess nobody guessed Martin. So, yeah.
Was it a dolphin?
So I was hit on by Martin Cabela. I think that's how you say his name. He was on Pirates of the Caribbean, and he played this guy. So. Yeah, he played one of the crew members. But anyway. So, I guess you guys need this story now, right? I first recognized him from Corky Romano. Yes, story time. Okay, so I was at the convention center in Denver, Colorado, and I was at the Fan Expo, and I was setting up my booth, and I had taken off like my button-up shirt and set it down because like we had just hauled everything in, me, Jesus, and my friend Jasmine, and we were all exhausted from doing that, and then we had to set up the booth. So I was just in a tank top and I'm setting up the booth, and he comes over and he says, "Perfect body," and I was like, wait, what did you just say to me? And like, so he like stops and gets closer to me. He's like, "Perfect body," and he says it louder, and I just stared at him and I was like, what did you thank you? I didn't know what to say because nobody had ever really said that to me, and it was really awkward. And as he walked away, I said "asshole" really loud. And then Jesus is like, "I think he's famous," and I was like, no, I don't know, is he? Like, and he's like, "Yeah, like, I think he's famous." And he comes over and he apologized. He said that he was just trying to, I don't know, give me less body image in case I had any body image, and it was meant as a compliment. And I said, "Yeah, that's okay." And it just got weird and awkward, guys. He came and apologized twice. He called Jesus my husband. It was weird. And I went over to his booth. He's got an ash can. He was an exhibitor there. And yeah, like I shook his hand and we're friends and all now, but it was just really awkward. It was a really awkward situation. But yeah, at least I got the story now, right? Yeah, and they're accurate. Yeah. But yeah, that's the story. Jesus.
Blend, we love you. Bye.
Blend just popped in to say hi, guys. Love your faces. I'll have to catch the VOD when I get home. Ended up getting called into work. Oh no.
Mutual
Sorry,
hugs.
Blend. Yeah, but anyway, it was really awkward, and I don't know if I told you that Jesus, like, I went over to his booth and accepted his apology because I know that I'm a really anxious and awkward person, and if I apologize twice, like, I'm not done thinking about it. So I just wanted to, like, alleviate his, like, worry. So I was like, yeah, we're still cool, don't worry about it. And he's like, then he goes to tell the people he's sitting with about the situation, and he called Jesus my husband, and I was like, he's not my husband. he mods for me on Twitch, and he's my friend. But he was all worried he pissed you off, Jesus. Jesus is very tall. But yeah, it was a interesting moment, and one that I probably won't forget for a while, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you had fun about guessing. No, it wasn't the Kraken. No, it wasn't the monkey. No, it was not the Black Pearl. You guys. He should be. No, yeah, he was so worried that he upset you. He was not worried about me. He was worried he'd upset you, Jesus. He said that he's like, I upset her husband. And I was like, he's not my husband. And I don't think he was upset. I was like, he's modding for me. He's like, he's doing what he does. You came and you said stuff that you probably shouldn't have, because Jesus was like, you know, there's a time and a place for this. And I'm glad he said something, because I didn't know what to say. So like, Jesus really helped me out. He's like, there's a time and a place for this.
Yeah, you don't want to make Zeus mad. He'll come after you in his pyramid head costume and attack. I would be so intimidated if someone came after me dressed like Pyramid Head.
Oh, Punky, that's sad. Someone tried to get your number while you were crying in the emergency room? What? Ugh.
No. Mucho hugs, Punky.
Then dead bodies slammed him through the floor. Kidding. Then I body slammed him through the floor? No! He's telling the rest of the story.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I figured I'm gonna see him again next year. I'm glad that we're friends. I'm glad that he knows that maybe it makes people feel awkward. And not every woman wants to hear that. Because, like, I don't know, I guess some women like to hear, like, complete strangers say, hey, you have a perfect body, or, like, maybe someone famous saying that to them. I don't necessarily care if you're famous or a complete stranger. It's awkward. Like, I don't think that I need affirmation from people around me. And yes, it does work as a compliment, but at the same time, like, I'm angry about it. So, like, I have very mixed feelings about it as a female. Like, it's nice to hear that, but it's also, like, it's kind of like being catcalled, right? When somebody's whistling at you, it's a compliment, but it also pisses you off because they only see you in that way. I don't want to be seen in just that way. Like, I want to be seen as the person I am, and he didn't even come over to bother to see my artwork after I was set up. Like, if he had come over and been like, oh, what are you working on? And, oh, I see your art, or something, but it was just all about my body and trying to make sure I wasn't pissed off about him trying to give me a quote-unquote compliment. So I'm hoping that when I run into him in the future, he'll be a little bit more aware that I'm a person, and I don't need validation in that way, and that honestly I'm there setting up my art, and the greatest validation I can have is somebody just looking at my art for like 3 seconds and not just walking by. That's the greatest validation as an artist when you're moving, just in my opinion. I understand they aren't intending to be creepy, but the fact that we can't even seem to be seen as anything other than the body we're in or how our body can please them is really frustrating. Exactly, Punky, and that's why I said there's such mixed feelings about it, because, like, it's, you know, it's supposed to be seen as a compliment, so there's that part you do see as a compliment, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be viewed in just that way. I'm not a sex object. I'm not here to please your eyes or you in any way. You know, I'm a person, and, you know, and we don't need to be walking around giving people those types of quote-unquote compliments. Yeah, we don't want to be seen as sex objects. You know, regardless if what gender we are, female or male, we don't want to be seen as objects. We want to be loved, and we want compassion, and all of that. Alright, are you guys ready for the next one? Sorry, I got a little heated there. I didn't mean for it to get so heated. But I guess that's what we do in this stream, right? We talk truth. I get hit on my Instagram. Oh no. I'm like, oh, what? I'm blocking these guys that hit on me. Yeah. Honestly, I just want the D, but you have to show it to me right. Wait, what are you talking about, Punky? Oh my gosh, am I not following this? Hi, Sean. From what I've seen, your art is badass. This is Blend's, just to make sure, since you just came in. This is Blend's artwork that we're currently looking at. But thank you, Shane. I don't want love, I just want the Tollywhacker. Punky! Punky! Talking about not objectifying people. You shouldn't objectify the men either. Bad Punky. Okay, let's move on to the next piece. The next piece is Evolucia's. Listen! Listen! No, you listen. I'm just giving you a hard time, Punky. I love you. Okay, let's move to the next one. You guys ready, or should we wait? I draw BP cryptoids for a damn reason. Yeah, and you're pretty good at drawing the muscles. Alright, so this is Evolucia's, and this is called the Chupacabra. I combined the signing of a dog lizard-like creature as the stories describe both. I used my tablet and stylus again, but this time I played with some different brushes. After multiple attempts, this is what I created. Can't thank enough for the inspiration on keeping on joining and figuring out how to use references as a simple phase for the creatures for the myth. Yay! Yes, I'm so glad that you guys love this challenge, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. You know, like I said, if there's just, like, even just a few of us that are doing it, like, it means so much to me, it means so much to you guys. You guys make everything. Thank you, guys. Well, Evolucia, I have to say, I definitely can feel the lizard here mixed with the dog. Like where the arms are placed at the front of the trunk there feels very lizard-like. Then you have this very lizard head, and then you have like this trunk that feels like very dog-like, and then up into the point where it hits like the back legs, it feels more lizard-like again, because you have like the joints of the back legs up higher than they would be. But lower on the torso, so it has like that lizard feel. And then like you kind of like combined with the legs, like you kind of combined the lizard and the dog together there. So man, like I really like what you did here. Like even the paws, like it has that very dog-like feature, but it's mixed with the lizard because they have like those long toes. So like you definitely did a good combining of the two. To me, this looks like a very difficult piece and very challenging, but it looks like you did really well with the anatomy-wise, because you can see both lizard and dog in here. I also like how you have like the perspective head turned. it kind of like makes this creature look a little bit more docile. I don't know if that's your intent, but yeah, I feel like he's more friendly, and he might just be eating those goats to survive. He's not doing it in a malicious way. He's just surviving. I also feel like it's kind of iguana, like with the spikes on the back. It has a very like iguana look. I'm not sure if you use iguana as reference, but like it feels like an iguana. Yeah, and I like that you are also still doing backgrounds, that you're pushing into that. I'm liking your mood. So yeah, keep up those backgrounds, and I can't wait to see what you do next. But yeah, Monk, do you want to add to that? I'm not sure if we lost Monk. Okay, I'll go ahead and re-chat. We might have lost Monk, but that's okay. As soon as he's back, he will jump in, I'm sure. He might have crashed. Punky says... Let's see. Oh, I'm ready to go again. Oh no. Jesus says, man, so many cute yet vicious submissions. Love the anatomy, ribs showing, and big shiny eyes. The background is so good. Funky says, oh, I like the movement on this one. I love the fact that you bent the grass where his steps, and it's definitely reads that he's walking towards the camera. Also, I love the clouds and the BG on this fantastic work. BG's background, so. And then Jesus says, pardon me, goats, but I might, yeah, mightily thirsty. I'm mighty thirsty. Trouble you for a drink? All nerdy like, pardon me, goats, but I'm mighty thirsty. Can I trouble you for a drink? I'm sorry. I tried to say that as nerdy as possible. I know! I don't know what happened to Monk. He might have passed out. It's really late for him, guys. It's like 1 AM there, and he usually has to be up around like 4 to 5 AM, so he might have passed out. If he wakes back up, he'll jump back in. But yeah, let's move to the next one. We'll move to the next one. But yeah, guys, go and check out Evolucia's stream. Evolucia streams art. She usually does animal portraits and things like that, and yeah, very awesome person. Definitely go and jump in there and check out her stream. Okay, so the next one is Autumn's. So Autumn named this one Chupacabra. I entered this last minute because I was afraid it was going to be in the wrong myth. A lot of things happened, so I couldn't do any more. No story this time. Sorry, Dad. Oh, no worries. Like, you don't have to do a story every time, and we just do what we can. I really do like that you made Jagger this myth. I think, is this the third one that you've made him a myth? Because I want to say the Hydra was one, and then the Mandingo, and now this one. Did I miss any? So I think that's 3 entries now. Yeah, guys, Autumn wanted to be here, but she's sick. So, otherwise I'm sure she'd be able to answer that for us. But definitely go and check out her streams. I believe that she's back at streaming. If not, she is on YouTube where you can watch her paintings and things like that. So, looking at this guy, Adam, I definitely like how he has like a piranha type look with his mouth. I almost feel like if he opened his mouth, it was gonna be like a sandworm. You know how the teeth kind of like are like circle rows all the way down their throat? Like, I almost feel like if he was to open his mouth, that's what we'd be looking at. I don't know if that's what you were intending, but like, just because you put the teeth on the edge of the lips there, that's why it makes me think like this opens up and there's like teeth everywhere. I also like that you added spikes on top of his head, and he's so cute. Like, this is a cute Chupacabra. So we have our funny Chupacabra, our docile ones, and our cute one. So we have our realistic, our alien. We're just getting all kinds of different types of Chupacabras this time around, and it's really exciting. But yeah, I'm super glad that you were able to submit. And yeah, guys, as far as the site goes, if the site banner is not updated, it doesn't actually affect anything. I have to manually put in everything. So when you submit, you're actually submitting it to my email. It just gets directly emailed to me, and then I open that link and then I put it on the site myself. So don't ever worry if the banners aren't updated, like it's not going in the wrong folder, like it's not going in the wrong place, like you're just emailing me. And in fact, that being said, guys, if as a backup you would like to send me a JPEG or a PNG directly to me on Discord, just in case your link doesn't work, that's really helpful because I had several links that didn't work. Usually I can guess the end of your file names. I had one that just had an F on the end of the file name, and I guessed finished, final, .png, .jpeg, and I figured it out. But the ones that are long numbers, like when you save something onto your phone and then you upload it, I cannot guess those string of numbers, no matter how much I try. So if you guys ever are worried or concerned about it, just as a failsafe, if you want to just DM me an image, please feel free. Like, a backup's never a bad idea. You can also post it in the actual monthly myth area and just put spoiler over the top of it so people don't get spoiled if you're worried about that. And that's another way to have a backup. And I have pulled from that before when the links are cut, because I kind of mentioned this before, that the links don't all fit in the submission entry. For some reason it likes to cut those links off, and it's not anyone's fault. It's just like a long link, it just doesn't like it. Like, I think it only has like a certain amount of characters, and then it deletes the rest of the characters, which means I can't actually use the link. So yeah, just for future reference, since she mentioned that. And let's go ahead and see what chat has to say. And Autumn, I really do want to mention that I really like the color scheme that you chose here. The purples and the like rubies and the reds and I mean, I really like this color scheme. It definitely adds to the character. Let's see. Kitty Neo says, "This is so cute." Punky says, "Aw, I do love the Jagger Chabra. I think the horns are a great detail and the teeth are sharp. Great work, Autumn." And Jesus says, "Feel better soon, Autumn. This is adorable. Those teeth are scary, but kinda cute too. Love the spikes as well." Kitty Neo says, "I honestly love his floppy ears. I know, they're so cute." Jesus says, "I figured. I assumed you could simply arrange the entries anyway." Yeah, it's exactly. They're just emailed to me. It just pops up in my email and my site email. Don't think I won't DM you. Then DM me. Bring it on. Bring it on. All right, let's jump into the next one. The next one is Becca's. And we're almost done, guys. I believe we have just one more after this. Let me just double check so I can give you guys a little bit of a timeline. Yep. So we're down to our last two. So this one is Becca's. I'm so excited about this one, Becca! Becky, I'm so excited! Alien Chupacabra. I picked the Alien Chupacabra for this myth just to show that Chupacabras can be anything but a skinny dog or something. I'm really excited about this piece, honestly, Becky. The reason being that, like, when I first saw the submission, I had no idea whose it was because I just hit the link without looking at the name. And when I went back to see and it was your submission, I got super excited because I'm seeing so much growth here. I am very excited to see this type of growth. You've got really good anatomy here, like the placement that you have of the face, like the way that you did the wrinkles on the cloth. Like, I am seeing some major improvement, and very quickly. That's why I'm so super excited. And, you know, you have been doing marker work for a while, and I want to say that you're getting better and better at those gradients, which are difficult. You know, they're difficult. So I'm glad to see that you're still like moving forward and to see these improvements. Like, it's exciting. But yes, I definitely, like, my favorite part of the anatomy is probably around her hip area. You have a very nice curve. And I don't know if you used reference or anything like that, but like, yeah, she feels very punky, like punk-like with the spikes, the way you did them down like the top of her head. Really cool concept, and I know that you probably weren't trying to make a waifu, but it totally has a waifu feel. Okay, so let's see what people are saying. Punky says, Becky, I love that you went a little more humanoid route with this one. You can totally see how much you've grown with anatomy in this piece. And the shading is great. Fantastic work, hon. Exactly. See, Punky sees it too. Like, this is freaking awesome. I was super excited. I was like, whose is this? And then I saw it was yours and I got even more excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, Becky! So much growth! I'm so excited! I don't know, am I ridiculous to be super excited to see your guys' growth? I feel a little embarrassed admitting it, but like, I get excited when I see you guys growing leaps and bounds. I honestly, sometimes I miss that in myself, but like, I think it's easier to see it in other people. You guys are amazing and very inspiring. And it makes me want to grow more too. Yeah, Funky says, are you kidding me? I love seeing the growth in everyone. Okay, so I'm not the only one that just like gets super stoked. Marker is hard. Yeah, I agree, Kiddingio. I did use reference. That's great, Becky. You should definitely use reference. Whoever tells, you know, there was this rumor going around that artists shouldn't use reference. Oh, bullshit. Oh, bullshit. There's a time that, like, after using enough reference, you need less reference, but I still use reference. Don't let people, yeah, don't feel bad for using reference. I'm glad that you did, and it shows in your work that you're nailing that anatomy. I need to start doing art again. Do it! I stopped again. Oh, you got it, Cumio. And you have grown so much, dude. Aww. You shit. Jesus says, ooh la la, perfect censorship. Really, the pose and the shading are really nice, and the variation in colors. Yeah, we've got a lot of reds and greens here, very complementary colors, and it's working well. Whether it's in your head or on screen, we all use reference. Right, Jesus? We have to reference that inside our head, too. Blue! Love all your work. Hope things are going well. Oh, thank you, Blue. Thank you for the resub, and thank you for saying that you love all of our work. The longer I do art, the more references I use for my big pictures, my big pieces. I can use anywhere from 5 to 50. Same, man! Same. I drew a lion and they didn't have the pose I wanted, so I used like 5 or 6 poses of lions so I could make my own pose. That's why references are so important. And, you know, like, I guess, like, that's the big thing, right? That you get to a certain point that you use reference not to draw what you see, but to make sure the anatomy is correct to draw a different pose. And that's how I use reference now, where before I was just copying what I was seeing. There comes a point when you are able to imagine that in a different position. Alright. Becky, did you have any socials that you wanted to drop? Or anything like that before we move on? Got a red bubble for us yet? Harassing everybody. Yeah, good morning. How you doing, Chris? Okay, so let's go ahead and move to the next one. The next one is Jesus's. And for his, we have to pause the music and do all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick before we move on. So we can jump into the music score. Okay, so the first time, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna remain quiet and we're just gonna listen to just the music and just watch the video. So alright, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down a little bit. And I'm gonna read what Jesus has to say. Noche de la sed night of the thirst. I don't know if I read that right. I'm so sorry if I messed it up. I decided to do a less violent version for Twitch, but both versions will be on Instagram and YouTube. This design was inspired by the skeleton costumes for Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. All pieces were made with Sculpey and colored with Sharpie brushes. Background was made in Aseprite and music was made with my Yamaha keyboard. Happy we gave Chupacabra a second chance and worked perfectly for fall. This was so much fun. Thanks again, Dad. I have to say, Jesus, I'm really enjoying the music in this one. It definitely has like a cinematic type feel, like a video game. I honestly, like with this pixelated background and this music playing, like I want to pick up a controller and play a video game. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. But it's mainly this like pixelated moon with these clouds and everything. It just, I could totally picture this in a classic game score. Really cool music. And I think that you're getting better and better with each music score that you do. This one was very, I don't know, I'm looking for the right words for it, but like, relaxing isn't quite the word I'm looking for, but it's reminiscent of that feeling. It just like, it makes me want to journey forward. And for some reason, do you ever play the game Bubsy? There was some like music in the Western type levels that had like this type of feel where it was like a little bit more Western, but not all the way. Maybe Bubsy's a bad excuse. I mean, a bad, yeah, a bad, what's the word I'm looking for, comparison. But just know that I mean, you know, old Super Nintendo type pixel games. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this sculpt as well. The way that you sculpted the character, like, it feels like you paid close attention to anatomy. And then the way you drew, like, the bones, especially on the front leg, just absolutely love it. This is probably my favorite sculpt of yours. I'm really enjoying the teeth and the tongue hanging out there. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this character. He's got like a big, like, broad chest, and then he's got these little back legs. Yeah, he's cute in a way. And I must say that your editing is also getting better, and you're starting to like play around with it. I don't know if you animated this goo towards the end here, but man, great work. You have like the things kind of sliding in here. Yeah, just, I'm loving all of the animation. You're playing with different ways of editing. What editing software are you using for your videos? I'm just curious. But yeah, I love seeing you grow, and I'm glad that you got it done in time. I know that you were kind of worried about it. Wondershare Filmora. Okay. Yeah, but I definitely like that you're telling stories now with animation. We were on you so much about stop motion, and now I feel bad because you found a way to take these different like shots of your sculpture and then bring them into like an animated type film-esque thing, and you got an animated background. Like, this background I think is my favorite of yours so far that you've animated. So I just can't wait to see where you grow and like how much more you do. Like, I really enjoy watching like your animations and your editing and your music, and you just kind of like blow me away each time you submit. So I want to say my favorite still is probably Mothman. But yeah, I think this is my favorite sculpt, but my favorite overall storytelling was Mothman. So I can't wait to see like what else you come up with and just find more and more favorites. Everyone's favorite is Mothman. Yay, I'm glad that you have fun, Jesus. I have fun too, and like, I've had a really busy stuff and really things going on just in my personal life that's keeping me from doing art, and right now Monthly Myth is like the only thing that is still making me do art. So like, I'm just glad that you guys are motivating me to keep creating. Just know that you make a difference to me too. Alright, let's see what people say. I wish those intro outros are from my movie maker program. Oh no. So you couldn't like bring those in? I think that if you save them as a MPEG 4, you might be able to bring them in. Maybe you just have to like I've done that before where you just render just the intro or just the outro and then like paste it into the video later. My boyfriend loves stop motion. He makes some stop motion. Nice. Thank you for saying the stuff about my work. Yeah, no problem, Becky. I think I missed some stuff. Which software are you sculpting? Oh, he doesn't use software to sculpt it in it. He's actually sculpting things by hand. Yeah, Chris, you do 3D work, don't you? Yeah, you do. You did a really bomb-ass... Was it a Mandingo? You did a really cool sculpt. Like, what was it, ZBrush? Yeah. Yeah, he's doing it, like, the traditional way with hand and Sculpey. I have to head to bed now. Have a good rest of the stream. Night, Nicholas. And Night Blue, since, I saw that you were leaving too. No, I meant I wish those goo intros were mine, but I just used them from the program list. Oh, what? You could make those. I mean, you could totally make those. You could make one similar, and then you could call them yours. I also like that you tried to scare us by putting the Chupacabra in our face. Forgot to add that the dog design was inspired by the Silent Hill dogs. Oh! I can see that now. I can see that. That jump scare was rude, sir. Punky. I love the amount of editing you did on this one. Fantastic storytelling. And the sculpt on the Chupacabra is great. The song is the right amount of creepy too. Right. And thank you, Jesus, for sharing your link tree. Guys, go and follow Jesus. Jesus does art. He plays games on his stream. He makes masks. Yeah, he does like bead art. So he does all kinds of different things. Dioramas. He makes music. One of these times he'll grace us with music on stream. But we need to get Zeus a better computer. Okay. I'm just checking to see that I didn't miss anything else, because I would hate to miss things. Yeah, but thank you so much for everybody that entered, and it means a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and move to the next part of this reveal. Which is we vote on another one. Unfortunately, guys, I said that I was gonna do $100 at the end of every reveal until I couldn't, and unfortunately, I'm at that point where I'm at that I can't. So I'm so sorry if anyone was expecting that today, but I'm gonna have to put that on hold for a while until I start making money again. Yeah, I know some people know what's going on in my personal life, but just know that like I'll try to get back on track and I'll try to do it again. It's just gonna be a bit. Oh, and Rockhold says, I always enjoy your work, Jesus. Thank you for saying that, Rockhold. Don't be sorry at all. I gotta take care of you. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, well, I plan to, when I can, to do it again, because like it didn't just like, I think like being able to support the community in that way, it brought me a lot of happiness. Because I like to see other people happy. So, like, when I can afford to do it again, like, I plan to do it again. There's no question about that for sure. So, it's coming back, I just don't know when. And when it comes back, it might be different. I don't know. It might be less, it might be something different. But I wanted to give something to the community because you guys mean that much to me. And I did it for a long time. I did it for a year? More than a year. Like, was it like a year and a half? It was a year and a half. But anyway, I did it for about a year and a half, and I don't want to stop it. Yeah. Yeah, and you guys made that possible. And, you know, maybe once I start streaming again more and I get my life together, I'll be able to do it again. But one step at a time, right? One step at a time. And when I'm ready to, like, divulge exactly what's going on, I'll let you guys know as much as I feel comfortable with, and it's just gonna take some time. But yeah, I'm getting my CNA. I will have it in, let's see, if I pass the test, I will have it in 10 days, if I pass the test. And then after that, I'm gonna try to go for my RN, and I'm gonna do a fast track on that, try to do their 15 months program, if I can try to come up with some money to fund my undergraduate degree since I've capped. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated, but yeah, starting the healthcare field, I've already started. It's really stressful, and I'm actually thinking about changing positions, changing companies, because they're like not exactly treating me the way I would like to be treated, but it's really rough right now. The industry is really rough. But yeah, let's vote. Are you guys up for a vote? A challenge. Let's get to draw a nymph. Oh my gosh, guys, we got nymphs. Hi, Wolf at the Workshop. How's it going? Welcome in.
Swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, cause they are so awesome.
Oh my gosh, and Wolf of the Workshop, thank you so much for resubbing. You've been sent by the wolf. Hi, Candace Awakening. What did you guys do on stream? Did you want to share it? We're actually done looking at all of the reveals. In fact, Nin, if you're still here, I'd love to see what you were working on as well. I try not to, like, pull away from the reveals too much. Galatia. Hello. Am I saying that right? Galatia? Oh my gosh, I'm saying your name so wrong. Please feel free to tell me how to pronounce your name. Because I'm so bad at it. But welcome in. Okay, so we got a nymph. Ayla? Okay. I hope it's okay that, like, I'm saying it like the apple Gala. Hi, children! How's it going? Can we get a shout out for children as well? Zilent? Okay, so we got a nymph, which I'm afraid to pull up on stream, honestly, so I'm gonna pull it up over here. Because I know nymphs can be a little scandalous. Yeah, I'm just saying. Ooh, ooh, it's like a dragon-looking thing with a crown. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. A Zelant? And a nymph, right? Was it nymph? Nymph. I want nymph! It says funky, I want nymph! Yeah, okay, so there's a little bit of nudity. I'm gonna see if I can't find, like, an area where there's not a whole lot of nudity, so we can look at the nymph. Can we look at covered nymphs? Thank you. Guys, if we do the nymph, just know that you have to find some way to cover the nip knots. Okay? We gotta cover the nip knots. Some clever way. Probably hair. I think that's, like, the best way to cover the nip knots. I can't get in trouble for showing sculptures, can I? Okay, I think these are pretty much covered. Oh, nope. I found one image and I was like, oh, you ruined it all, didn't you? It's so hard because nymphs are usually naked, aren't they? Like, that's part of what their mythology is. Trying to find one picture, come on. Come on. I'm trying to find a less scandalous picture. It's proving to be very difficult with the nymphs. Okay, so this one will kind of work. Yeah, this will kind of work. Okay, so these are the nymphs. These are all covered, the nip-nops. I guess I see some that are drawn, but they're hard to see, so I think we're okay. These are the nymphs. Here is the Zelant, and then let's pull one more. Very clever with covering the nips, the nops. Sculpture could be allowed, but yeah, no, the rules aren't exactly consistent here. I know, I had it like on sculptures and I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna get trouble for that. Flowers or leaves are fallen in front would be another way to hide. Yeah, exactly. So let's do one more challenge. Oh, Preda! Preda! Should we do a redraw, guys? We already did the Preda, didn't we? Yeah, we already did the Preda. So, is that a redraw? Okay, redraw. Hippogriff! With a human head. Wait, you should draw a shimragra like a hippogriff, but with a human head. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Ooh. Ooh, guys, I'm confused. Why does it say with a human head? Oh, super. Oh, look. Ooh, now I don't know which one to vote for. Okay, so this one right here, and it looks like there's a lot of different versions for this one. This one has more like a weird human-esque bird head. This one looks like more human, more humanoid. So it's kind of a mix between like a bird slash human thing. But look at some of these. They're freaking pretty. I don't know which one to choose, guys. Like, they're all really good ones this time. Oh, weird. Look at this guy. Ooh. 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 Okay. Yeah, right there, sir. Yeah, but yeah. These are pretty cool. It's kind of dragon-esque. That one. But this one's freaking cool. Whoa. Is that nudity? Ah! I don't know! I don't know! Alright. But yeah. So you guys have the 3 to choose from. It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I'm copying this. Copy. I'm gonna start the voting thingy. I love that show as a kid. Which show? Like a siren or a harpy? That bird with the goatee? Yeah. I know, Lamenti. It would be a good way to draw something comical, I guess. If that's what you wanted to do. So sort of harpy? Kind of. Like they said it was like a hippogriff. Hippogriff is like bird. It's like an eagle thing. I don't know. They're kind of like eagle lion thing. So, but with a human head, it said. It's confusing. Okay. Thank you, Jesus, for dropping those as well. I will go into Twitch. And I'm gonna start the voting thingy. I hope you guys don't mind that I've been using the avatar lately. It's just been a good way for me to jump on and not stress the needing to be fully ready. Ooh, I'm not raiding. Stop that. What are you doing? Manage poll. New poll. 5 minutes. Do you guys already know? What myth should we do this month? Or, sorry, the month of November. Can you guys believe it's already been a year? What the hell happened to the year? Does anyone else feel this way? I don't know what happened. And what was the other one? Zelent. Zelent. Okay, here we go. There's your polls. Okay, so we've got one for Nymph. Oh my gosh. No. I don't know which one to vote for. I might let you guys decide this one because, like, I could draw either 3 of these and be extremely happy. Like, I would love to draw the Nymph. I would love to draw the Simgra and the Zelant. I mean, I guess, like, that's the less out of the 3 that I would draw, but I would still be happy with it. Ooh, we got 4 for Nymph, 2 for Simurg. Simurg. What are you flexing about? Time is flying. I know, right? Time is a lie in the COVID era. How I feel that. The last 3 years have been a blur. No fucking kidding, man. Like, ever since I started streaming, I don't... Yeah, exactly. It's all blur, blur, blur. Just so much fast growth, and just I met the most wonderful people and best friends here than I ever thought I would, you know? Huggy says, honestly, Dad, I am jelly of you having an avatar. I need to make one of the... Yeah, one of these days I'm not up for being on camera. Right, it's really helpful. And I know I made it a really long time ago, and it was when I didn't need it. But I guess there was a part of me that I guess I just assumed that one day I might. And I figured that, like, when people want to hang out with me and do this, like, I would just put their little avatar. Like, I put monks up here today, so that way, like, if somebody like Bean wants to jump on here or something like that, we don't need to, like, make things awkward. Because there for a while I had that rule that, like, you had to be on camera too. I'm kind of looking at it this way, like, we've kind of gotten beyond that, and we're kind of, like, growing as artists together, and we've built this community, and I don't think it's as necessary as it was to see those faces. And honestly, I don't know if anyone's been able to tell, I speak a little bit more freely when I'm hidden, and I'm a little bit more myself when I'm not on camera, because I hate watching myself. I kind of have, like, self-esteem issues, and I have since the beginning. So, like, it's nice to be able to hide behind an avatar, especially on the days that I'm just not feeling good and not thinking I'm looking good, because those particular days, like, those are the days I really mess up and I don't speak clearly. I would be tripping up so bad right now if I was on camera because I look not so nice. Not so nice. Yeah, too much shit happening in the year, if you ask me. Yeah, but you know, that's the kind of stuff that makes us grow, right? Those challenges and stuff. And that's what I just keep telling myself because I'm going through a lot of shit right now. And I just keep looking that, like, if I take the easy road, then there's less growth. So I need to remember that it's a choice, you know, growing is a choice, and I choose to grow. As ridiculous as that sounds, I don't know if that resonates with anybody. Ooh, we have 7 for Nymph and 3 for Simgur. I love being on camera, but I have days where I'm just really taxing for me. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I made it, and then I just never used it. And now, like, I'm using it more often, and I think it's just because, like, yeah. There was just days where I was like, you know, after all the setup and all of the struggle trying to get the kids to bed and like just a hard day at work and stuff like that, I would get ready to sit down and stream and then I'd realize I'm not wearing makeup. I haven't showered, and I'm just not feeling like confident in myself because of that. And then I don't stream. And it just occurred to me, like, I don't need to be on camera. Like, I don't need to be all dolled up. And, you know, I stopped wearing makeup on stream, and that helped. But it doesn't help my self-confidence when I don't wear makeup. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain, because it's not that I need that makeup, but, like, that makeup makes me have, a little barrier of confidence. The nymph one! Guys, we are drawing nymphs. Yes, I won! Says Bunky. So guys, we're drawing nymphs. Please, 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 please keep your nymphs TOS, please. Cover them nip-nops and them lady parts with leaves, lily pads, hair that comes off of their head. You know, things that make it say TOS save, please. Nymph titty fitty? Yep. Yeah, just make them TOS somehow. And even if it's just putting, like, you know, Otterman little weird faces on there that make them not, you know, or duct tape. I don't know, like, whatever you want to do, if you want to make it, like, obvious that you are making it TOS safe and you want to make it comical, totally do that. Just whatever you guys decide to do. You can work it into your piece or you can make it obvious that you are TOSing it. So the next one is going to be it's going to be the 7th of December. So it's not due until the 7th. So November 7th. And I'll go ahead and change the bot right now. Since that's the first thing that I would like to do, since I didn't change it at all. Oh, let me